This is your Tai Chi from A to Z. The last video, we covered extensively the Wu Chi position. Went from Wu Chi to sending Chi to the forelimbs. So now we're going to do the first movement. The first sequence in the form is called Grasp Sparrows Tail. Grasp Sparrows Tail is consist of ward-off, roll back, press, and push. So today we're going to cover ward-off. Ward-off is the correct name for ward-off is Peng. Peng means to collide. That's the loose translation. These four functions is very important. These are the bedrock, the foundation of the Tai Chi. In any combat encounter, you're going to get collision, right? And that's what ward-off is, to collide and to be able to withstand the collision. Right? But let's back up. Let's review a little bit first the Wu Chi. As you can see, the importance of Wu Chi cannot be overstated. Let's review some of the Wu Chi position and the dialogue that we went through. As you notice, we were covering, we're developing a vocabulary. We're developing a blueprint and a vocabulary to go along with the Tai Chi. Okay, so in the last video we discussed Wu Chi position, and we discussed the separation of the primordial force into yin and yang, and then stepping over to make a Tai Chi ball. We discussed Wu Chi extensively because, as you know, Wu Chi is the position for observation, to integrate the mind, body, and spirit as one unit. Wu Chi is also where you get your alignment. We talk about how the tongue should be at the roof of the mouth. We discussed the Du channel, which is the ascending channel of the back of the spine that reaches the top of the head. And then we talk about the Ren channel that goes on the front of the body. That's your descending channel, back to the Dandian, and how the Qi has to circulate through this channel to cultivate and develop energy. The tongue touching the roof of the mouth is very important, because when the tongue touches the roof of the mouth, it acts like a bridge. You see, when the Du channel only stop at the tip of the nose, the Ren channel start below the tongue. You see what happens if the tongue does not touch the roof of the mouth? When the Qi reaches the tip of the nose, it will disperse. So the tongue then acts like a bridge to connect both channels. Now that we're going to go into the Peng, which is ward-off, you're going to see how the legs come into play. There are certain rules for training to make your Tai Chi play good. And if you go by this rule, you'll never go wrong. The first rule is that the movement starts in the legs. So the movement is triggered in the legs. It's guided by the waist and expressed through your hands. Mind is very important, because mind guides your movements. That at the bottom of the feet, you have what we call the bubbling well. It's kidney 1 point. So the kidney point starts at the reason why they call that point the bubbling well, because if you stand long enough, if you do a standing meditation posture long enough, you'll feel that point start to bubble, right? That point goes all the way through the legs, up through the knees, and to the kidneys. The kidney is very important because it controls your essence, your procreative force. The unrestricted draining away of your energy can lead to weakness, maladies, all kind of ailment, all kind of sickness. That's why it's important to guard your essence. So your routine is triggered by your bubbling well, which is your kidney 1 at the base of the bottom of the feet. Okay, so let's do Peng. In order for you to get Peng, which is warding off, do your hand like this. Remember, the movement starts in the legs, guided by the waist, expressed through the hands. Your mind guides your movement and not your physical force. Right? So you're making a circle. Pretend that you're making a circle around your body, like a circle around your waist. And the right hand starts from low, and it goes high. But here's the thing. The movement has to be guided by the waist. in Peng. All the Tai Chi movements, all your movements are activated in the legs and guided by your waist. Expressed through your hands. Try that technique. This is a large frame form. So the movement starts low and a big circle. Don't be afraid of making a big circle around your body. Notice the palm is up. All right? And start again. Good. Now, left hand is going to go down. See that? It's going to go down. So they're going to be passing each other on the way. So it's like you're separating the energy here. So try this now. This movement. Now, this time you're going to keep the hands together. And now you have Peng. You just keep the hands together. So the left hand stays right there, and the right hand just circle. Left hand stays, the right hand circle. That's your Peng. It's your Peng technique. Using just the arms. When you add the legs to it, you're going to have to hit a posture. Let's do that posture. Right? There's a general rule in Tai Chi. When you shift your weight, you sit like you're sitting in a chair. The front gate, the front foot is open. Back foot is turned in at a 45-degree angle. Just do this technique. Shifting. This is a hard one to get. This technique, this is very difficult to get in Tai Chi. To connect the postures with the hand movement. You see? This is like a gentle rock. Like you're on like a pendulum. But you're letting the legs do the movement. But notice my posture is still upright. If I lean, I'm going to topple over. So notice the front gate. The front toe pointing straight. Alright? The reason for that is because you want to keep the gate open. The movements are slow. So if you close off like you do in Shaolin, the knees would not be able to withstand the sustained pressure. So you open the gate to release the pressure from the knee. However, the knee does not pass the toe. It does not ride over the big toe. If you do, you have gone past your center of gravity. Center of gravity is very important in the Tai Chi form. So you rock back and forward to get the feel. This is a very good drill to do. All right? To get the flow of the movement. You can see the legs. No, front toe is in line with your back here. There's a invisible line from the inside of the front toe to the back here. See that? You can see that. If you take a stick and draw a line, you'll see that. Back heel is turning at a 45-degree angle. This is the posture you're going to end up in, right here. Right here for Peng. So let's try to get that Peng. Warding off. Come to Tai Chi ball. Step over. You step heel first, bottom of the foot and toes. And now you sit like you're sitting on a chair and let your weight shift across and gradually end up in this position. Notice the hand is in line with the knee, which is in line with the eyes. You see? And notice there's a roundedness to my movement, as if I'm holding a ball right here. You see? Same thing. Let's try that again. So now you can use Peng as a drill. You see? Sitting back. Turning. Get the feel for it to connect the movements from the legs through the waist to the hands. You see the fluidity of the movement? Now you see what I was talking about, how the movement starts in the legs, guided by the waist, and expressed through the hands. Now you start feeling that downward pressure on the legs, the bottom of the feet. If you let your weight drop, you're sinking your weight into the ground. Your center of gravity is sinking into the ground. All right? So over a period of time, Tai Chi is going to build the legs. Because you're moving slow with a low center of gravity, you'll see how the movements now is going to affect the legs. So now if you want to get a better feel for the application of this movement, in a combative situation, this is Peng. In a real life situation, this is how Peng would work. Standing from a natural stance. This is still Peng. You just suddenly you're standing up straight, using the leg. Alright? Tai Chi ball. Raising both hands. Alright, so it's important that we're going to thread all these movements together. Please support us don't forget to subscribe, and also click on the link below if you want to really get the movements for the form, get the nuances. Get our Qiqong DVD, 5-hour and energetic. It's a precursor to Qi cultivation. It will help you to strengthen your body. Alright?